Hello, fellow real estate investors. Paul Lizell from REO Auction Academy here, and I wanted to talk today about opportunity zones, not opportunity zones and what our government is going to do, but opportunity zones that are great spots for you to invest that are outside of the red hot markets. So I'm going to go to my market, Montgomery County here in Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Philadelphia, and give you an example of what I mean. So all these areas in here are red hot. These are difficult places to buy, expensive area, very difficult, right? And then as you move out here, you'll find some little less expensive places, but growing areas out into the further north and west. So right now we have a couple of red hot areas: Limerick, Royersford, Collegeville. These areas are great because they are close to major roads, which will take you into the city pretty quickly to the turnpike. So you got major thoroughfares, which make these things very valuable. And ultimately, what that's doing here, because these areas have blown up so much, there was an area right here, Pottstown, which I've known my whole life, which was always a more downtrodden area, an older city. Didn't have as much going for it, and now they are revitalizing or just in beginning stages. I'd say in the first 6 to 12 months here of revitalizing. I've bought a property in there that I am keeping as a rental. There's another one I'm probably going to add as a rental as well. The rents have gone up significantly in here. Everything's gone up significantly. The neighborhoods are improving. They're becoming much more landlord friendly than they used to be for sure. And these are the types of markets you want to hit, right? This is a market that will appreciate pretty well as these things start to cool off, or as people have trouble finding any kind of inventory in here and can't afford it, and the affordability index continues to drop. Then you're going to be going here to an area like this. Now, the drawback is the buy and hold, the taxes are a little bit higher, so that does hurt your cash flow a little bit. However, with the increased rents, does pretty well. Actually, one of my best cash flow properties here, I believe we net for $437 a month net after all expenses on the property in here. And that's why I'm adding probably a second one and may add additional ones in and around here. I've added one up here as well. That's either going to be a fix and flip or a buy and hold. So these are opportunity zones that you want to hit, not opportunity zones where you're going to get a tax break like through what Congress has passed with Trump. I'm not sure that depending on what you do with those, I'm not super familiar with them, guys, but there are tax advantages you can get with those. These aren't tax advantages that I'm telling you here. These are just areas you can buy where you may get decent growth. If you're planning on holding it for a year, 2, 3, maybe 5 years, you might have significant appreciation here. And if you have cash flow and somebody else is paying for it and you're getting appreciation at the same time, that is a great thing. So that's one I wanted to show you here that's more local to my market. And then I'm going to go to another one here, another market that some people are familiar with, obviously Dallas, right? Dallas is a red hot market, red hot state, tax reasons, all kinds of reasons that's red hot. But recently, about 2 or 3 years ago in Plano, Toyota was opening a plant. So this used to be a not hot area, and now it's become very, very hot area. And as more things continue to move, more businesses continue to move into the Dallas market, you're going to have opportunities out here further in the outskirts where you can pick up things and hopefully down the road make some decent returns on them, as long as they cash flow for you, right? Some of these are just too expensive in here. You can't buy them and cash flow and make any kind of sense with them. So now you got to start moving out. And eventually you're going to have to move out of the whole Dallas-Fort Worth area in general and just continue moving out further and hope industry continues to expand, because this radius here where you used to have just a big business area right in here and here, now it's going to continue to grow and fill in these areas around in here and hopefully continue and spread further. So when you got a target market, when you got this, say this is the bullseye right here, and you want to buy and hold long term, that's your goal. Start looking in the outskirts out here. Look for nice neighborhoods. Look for good blue collar working class neighborhoods, lower cost, easy to move, easy to rent, and there's make sure there's jobs in and around them. And again, you're not going to have to go too far to do that in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So another example there. You could do this all over. Look at Kansas City, look at St. Louis, Missouri. Those are markets. Just start looking outside of them. Columbus, Ohio, which has been a red hot market, start looking just a little bit outside of that area there and hopefully get some growth. And those are just great target markets for you. I hope this video helps.